Greetings people of YouTube and welcome to Massive Chalice, which is a game in early access, Steam early access, and this is being developed by Double Fine, people who have brought you in the past Psychonauts, Brutal Legend, Iron Brigade, Kinect Party on Xbox, etc, etc. I mean everyone knows Double Fine, I assume. If you're here, you probably heard about Double Fine. So, this is the game they're working on now, one of the games they're working on now, and it came out about a week ago on Steam Early Access, as I mentioned. It's in beta, you can see all that information down here, and what we're going to do is we're going to start immediately a game, load up maybe combat, maybe this, and I will explain a bit more about the game. So, this is actually, the game itself is... Are they going to speak? No, they're fine. Is presented as, inspired by XCOM. And I must say that it's inspired by XCOM quite a bit. It's really, really, really inspired by XCOM, is what I'm trying to say. So, you are, generally speaking, you are these dudes and you're fighting monsters. That's this overall picture. The way you do it is, like I said, very similar to XCOM. This is just a battlescape. There's also, let's call it the geoscape, like over strategic level. But we're going to do it the other way around. We're going to start, actually, this is how the game introduces you to itself as well. It puts you in the battle. So, we start from the battle, and when we go to strategic level, that's discussing the tactical level. Now, I played this about 4 hours, maybe, something like that. Actually, a bit more, but a single campaign for about 4 hours. You've only discovered 3 different units you can have. Possibly you can have more. Maybe you'll have more when the game is released. But right now, from my experience with the game, I have 4 units. So you have the Hunter, which is here. You can see they have giant. Actually, everyone has giant weapons. Well, almost everyone. This this big crossbow. Then there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. They don't really talk. They're not much of talkers, unlike XCOM. Then we have a caberjack, which is a melee unit. Basically, they all have melee, even the hunters, if I remember correctly. This guy is basically just like hard hitting, all this girl in this case, unit. And this is a alchemist, which is a thrower unit. So these guys shoot, these guys throw, these guys hit with the thing they had, the caber they're holding in their hands. The enemies we're dealing here with, and I've only discovered 4 types of enemies. This is a lapse, and this is a bulwark. Bulwark is being one of the probably most interesting enemies that I've met. Actually, they're all quite kind of interesting. The lapse here, when it hits you, it takes away your experience, so it makes you dumber. This guy is just hard to kill, and he can shoot out of that penis that he has on his head. He has several, but like this is the main one. The main penis. A head cannon, you can call him. It has a head cannon. So let's start doing this, and as time goes, things will become more clear, and I will get to different issues that I want to discuss. So, like I said, very XCOM. You can see there's 2 movement phases. If you move within the yellow, you can shoot. If you move within the white, which used to be blue, I think, or it's the other way around, maybe in XCOM. I haven't played XCOM in a long time. So the second phase, you can move there, but you can't shoot anymore. So this is a very basic level 1 hunter, so you can't really do very much. And hunters are interesting in the sense that no matter where they are, they'll have the same percentage on a specific type of unit. This one is a high percentage, but it's kind of hard to kill in one go, and I think it depends on the unit size. And as long as they're within the range, which is displayed here, you have the range, you can shoot at this thing. So let's do that. You can either do right click and immediately shoot, or you can do left click and then you can right click and shoot that. And that was a miss. So that didn't go very well. In fact, what we probably should be doing here is attacking this thing, because this will make us dumber. And that, I think, doesn't even know that we're here because it's kind of stuck on the other side. So let's attack this one. Let's do that by, yeah, just that. Okay, that's 9 damage, not too bad. Let's see if this guy can hit him. No, it's too far away. Let's move him out. So that's the movement. And 75 on this. And again, miss. This isn't actually very good. Let's get the caber in front, because we don't really have anything else for... Oh, that's bad. So when you discover them, you're in deep trouble because it's kind of, again, this is similar to XCOM where you discover like, you know, sectoids lurking around. You will have more enemies to deal with. So in this case, this alchemist is level 3, so they have additional abilities. For one thing, they this is just the research you do, so you got the heal. It's a one-time use, sort of med pack. Then you have 5 times you can throw. This is a melee attack. Like I said, everyone has it. This is like that, and the further you're throwing, the less likely it is that it will land. But it has a little bit of an area effect going on. If you do a free throw, of which you have also 5, this doesn't mean it's 10. It's actually referring to the same amount of grenades that you have. This means that you can still move after that. In every other case, like we use the hunters, they can't move anymore. The camera controls are again very XCOM. You just 4 positions. You click through them with Q and E. You can zoom in a little bit, zoom out. Unlike XCOM, the terrain is, as far as I could tell, is not destructible. There are destructible items, a purpose of which I haven't actually discovered. Possibly will do in the future, but for now, if we encounter them, I'll let you know. I don't think they're very important in the game. So far, what I've noticed also is, I guess, unlike XCOM, is that the terrain doesn't match the battlescape terrain doesn't match the terrain that that you saw on the global map, which we'll see in a second. Something very annoying about this is, actually there's a couple of things annoying, but something that is pretty annoying is the end turn button. If you have to click it a lot, if you decide to not move your units, unless there is a way to do this differently, it cycles you through them. In this case we only had 2 who had moves left. So these guys are going to attack us. I think we're going to lose experience, yeah, and lost a level because of that. So she is, or he is, right, no more level 3. And yeah, that one also lost a level. So everyone became a little bit more stupid because they had to deal with those. And these guys can't cross over because this is a barrier. I believe the maps are randomly generated, so in this case they were kind of unlucky and they're not smart enough to go around. That's sort of their situation. Now we do need to kind of finish this up and mop this up. So hopefully we can kill. Actually, it would be cool if she could, or he. It's hard to tell from distance. Just kind of kill this one. That would be pretty cool. All right, and restore the. Yeah, there you go. And XP was restored. Now, ideally, this one should be killed that one, so that the XP is again restored. But that's probably not going to happen because it's too far away. So we might as well just use the hunters.
I see my advice is paying off.
Your advice?
Oh yeah, that's the Chalice talking, by the way. We'll get to that point. So this could be a bit longer because it's a strategy game than your usual sort of first impressions. Let's look at kind of review video. Hopefully that's okay with you. Now, here. It's very different with this guy, because when you hit him, hopefully we will, 90%. Okay, there we go. Did 7 damage, and then he goes into the shell defense mode, which is pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. But all you could do with this is you can only hit it once. So if I were to... Oh, I can't even... That's very strange. I guess he's out of range. Alright, that's fine. We'll have to do it some other time. Cool. So let's end that. And that was the noise and the screen shake from the shell going away. It only lasts until the end of that turn. I think everyone just ran away from us, so we won't be able to do much about this. We can bring this guy up. Ooh, there's a ton of them there. I don't think we can reach them. Oh, yeah, we can. We can. Alright, so let's... Actually, let's use this to kill the seed, which is the lowliest. There we go. Lowliest kind of enemy that you meet. And then we move this guy up here to attack one of them. Let's keep killing this dude. And this is pretty much the only effective way, the hunters, that you can kill a bulwark. And now I'm very lucky in this mission, in this save, because I have 3 hunters. So far it seemed like this was pretty rare. They don't really spawn that much, and now we'll go over how the hunters and different kind of units appear, etc., etc. I'm just gonna probably just kill one of these dudes. I'm not sure if it's any point going forward, because what we'll do is we'll just discover more enemies and they'll be in trouble. So this is kind of the mechanic at this point in the level, like after a couple of hours in the campaign, this is how you need to go on. Or at least this is the best way I found of dealing with the enemies, is to keep them at distance, especially these guys, because they can shoot. Hopefully I can actually show you They're shooting stuff. You know what? Let's just move these guys down. It's fine if we discover enemies, because we're just discovering and talking about the game. Okay, they didn't discover anyone, but I think we should be able to. We may actually be able to take this guy out. No, we won't be. No, not like that. And probably these dudes can't actually shoot. Yeah, because he's behind. There's no line of sight there. There is no cover as such. See, it only does 1 damage. But you can break line of sight and use that to your advantage. And it seems like they sometimes use it to their advantage as well. Though I'm not sure how much of that is a coincidence. And he's gonna die. And we can hit him as well because he came out of the cover. So that seems a bit random the way they moved over there. Let's kill this guy. He will die. 120 experience. And then we can start killing this one while we're at it. So the hunters are kind of like snipers. Something else they do, actually I'm not going to shoot this guy, I'm going to demonstrate, is they have, they can't really do that because he's spotted. Let's get away, and then we'll be able to do that next turn. Meanwhile, let's see if we can discover more units and bait them into attacking us. Not really. There's a lapse. I don't really care about the lapse. And this guy's running around. And now we probably can't hit him anymore. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this because he's not discovered right now. You can go to stealth mode. And then blend in with the environment because he's the hunter. So you can use him as a scout. He's a sniper, but he also a scout. So you can keep him like behind the lines and have like caber jacks in front of you. But then you can have him also in front of you to just find where the enemies are. Or maybe he can just exfiltrate after he infiltrated, as the saying goes. So let's say you can hide at this tree. He goes kind of stealth, kind of cloaked, like that. Then we do have a problem, slight problem over here. Oh, that's yeah, about that. That's 2 of them. I guess we'll have to do it this way. I want to make you, not make you, but I want to organize so that you can see this guy shoot, but he doesn't seem to want to do that. Let's see if we can just offer him this dude, if that will help at all. And might as well just show you how this works. So you select it, you put it on yourself, and goes ka-ching, and restores health. He didn't have to restore because he was not losing, he hadn't lost any health. Let's offer them the caber jack too. Oh, there we go. Now he will shoot at us, surely. Unless those kill me first. Oh no, they're going actually for... Okay. For like potentially the one that could deal more damage? Wow, that's a lot of experience gone there. There we go. And see what it does? It goes through all the way. Sometimes it hits its own friends as well, which is interesting mechanic. So you can actually bait him to shoot at you, and if there's something in front of it standing, that like one of the monsters standing in front of it, it will shoot at that as well. So that's pretty much combat, really. The ability that I haven't shown from this guy is probably can go up to here and then knock back. So it stuns the enemies and knocks them back. They're probably gonna die because they're low on health. Oh no, it didn't. Ah, it didn't really work out. It was a glancing blow. Okay, whatever. We might as well just kill them and finish off there, really. And then I'll show you the strategic part of the game. Kabloom! Yeah, they do that when they explode, and they stun you sometimes. They didn't stun us this time around, but it could be pretty dangerous. Oh, this guy's still hidden. He can continue to be hidden, I think. Yeah. I don't think he ever gets discovered. At least if he does, I don't know how that works. Okay, let's get out of this this thing, and I'll show you about talk about the strategic level, which is also interesting. So load. Let's see. Let's go somewhere back in time. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, so this is the battlescape. This is about an hour maybe or something into the game. So this is year 22 and day whatever. So the way this works, you spin the time goes on and things happen. Sometimes there's a battle and you go into the battle. So this is, you can think of this as a combination or like a hybrid between the council room and the situation room. in XCOM, the Firaxis XCOM. So these are the panic levels. Think of it as such. And see, there's no panic here. There's a bit of panic, and there's a bit of panic here. Well, obviously, in the terms of Massive Chalice, the panic is the corruption caused by Cadence, and Cadence is the enemy, sort of this force, the orange stuff that encompasses this world and tries to consume it. It's a weird choice of a name for an evil force, I think, because in my head, Cadence is something good. Usually, you know, if someone possesses Cadence, it's the flow of the like poetry can. Or a poet can have cadence anyway. Weird. So cadence, corruption. And we have a massive chalice here. It's a chalice and it's massive. It's pretty big, as you can see. You are sort of bound to it. You are in it, or kind of in it. And it has also two personalities, a male and female voice that talk to you. And they kind of shine out of the chalice. And they're also kind of bound to the chalice. This is basically your control room. This is where you do your research and where you look at the heroes. In this case, we have a couple. So someone leveled up, and you can see very XCOM-like leveling. There's an initial skill that everyone gets, and then there's 3 splits, mutually exclusive, as I understand, skills, and then it combines into the very last one, which is chalk 1 up, unlock the level 10. Each kill increases damage bonus for all attacks. So you unlock that, then they have that. There's a bit of equipment stuff, which we don't actually have extra equipment to give them, so that doesn't really work. And there's the info of the character. They're young, which means they're fertile, but not very smart. So that's a bit stereotypical there. The fertility actually matters, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's upgrade everyone who got leveled up. That's just all the heroes we have that we can do stuff with. Then these are the regents, which I think, so regent, partner, and I'll get to that in more detail in a second. Standard is like a drill sergeant, so she is training them right now, and the higher the level, the better the training. Age 51, so probably gonna have to get a new one soon. And these guys influence science. There are sage rights. Then we have trainees, the kids, who are gonna become our heroes. See, age 0, level 1. Age 2 level 1, age 3 level 1, age 5 level 2, etc. So they start getting levels as they are still unusable, and when they become usable, then they already start with that level, which is pretty cool. But they're all alchemists for some reason, and they are the kids of, because you can see they're all the same family, they're all brothers and sisters. They're the Totis, so they are the kids of Gabriel Totis, and I assume his partner Martha Belinska, okay. And then we have people who died at this point. A lot of people already died, unfortunately, even though this was like an hour in the game. So that's your hero part. Then you have a research part where you it's part of it. So you build things. It's called everything research, but it's really just some of it is building. You can build a keep, which is basically you can have a new family reproducing and giving you more heroes. You can build a Sage Rights Guild, which is you can think of this as a lab, and this is kind of like engineering plus barracks, so for training. And I assume I haven't built I built several, 2 keeps I think, but I haven't built more than 1 Sage Rights Guild or Crucible. So, but I assume if you do build those, you get a boost. And you have like double training, double saging, etc. Then you have, this is the stuff you can develop, like these are not buildings, they're straight up stuff you can develop. So you have can refine the armor for the 3 different classes that we have right now. Maybe there's more, maybe, I don't know, maybe there is. I haven't actually tried to find out if there is, but throughout like I said, the time I spent with the game, I haven't only discovered 3 classes. Then there's armors that you can't research now, because you don't have enough corpses. Again, very much like XCOM, where you have to get dead enemies to turn them into armor. A very similar concept. Then the weapon, which I haven't actually done yet either. Again, it needs more kills. The items you can research. This is the health. Hey, I thought I did the health violets. Oh no, it's just because we went back into the past. That's right. So some of them are straight up boosts. Like this one, I think just increases everyone's health slightly, but it doesn't say by how much, which is a bit annoying. Etc. Then you have heroes, so you can do stuff with the heroes. You can Either spend 2 years and 113 days to look for a baby boy, and then you can make one of your regents adopt them, so basically get an extra hero, or you can go walking around for a bit longer in the crowd and be like, hey, is anyone attuned to the Chalice? Is anyone attuned to the Chalice? And then you get like maybe 5 or 6 dudes and girls to join you. This is a recruitment boost, so I guess every time if you do this, then you get more when you do that, I think, and then this is what you have completed so far. So let's go to the map, so we can talk about that as well. So, like I said, regions, panic level, stuff happens. Your only resource in this game, really, well, I guess heroes are a resource, but it's mostly time. So, like, for example, this is our next event. We are researching the health vial, which we already had in the match that you saw. And it takes 3 years and 228 days. That's the time you put in. You need to manage time essentially, and not make all your heroes die immediately. So as I said, this is the keep where the birthing and sexing happens. So here we have Rukia Lysander as the regent. And her partner, I guess, I don't know, husband, partner, this dude, Carl. Right, so, and you can, when you're choosing new one, let's actually, we could try and build a keep after this happens, so that I can show you how that situation is handled. You choose them, you can choose them, or you may wish to choose them by fertility. You can actually have a same-sex partner, but I believe you can, but we can actually test it right now. But the problem with that is they're not going to have kids. You can adopt kids and give it to them, but it sort of wastes time in terms of like you succeeding at the game. And the overall goal of the game, as I understand, something we haven't mentioned yet, I believe it is to survive long enough for the Chalice to charge up and cleanse the area of the corruption, which is engulfing you. How long it takes the Chalice to charge up, I don't know. Whether or not it's present, like this whole thing is finishable in the current beta state, I don't know either. But that's what I got from the banter that Chalice was just doing, and it is indeed banter. Like the way they talk, I'm not sure I can demo unless we start the game over, and that's going to be pretty traumatic, so I'm not going to do that. But it's sort of comic, and it's meant to be, but it's the kind of Double Fine comedy where every time I play the games, it feels like it's intended for people who've never seen comedy before. It's not really bad, but it's right in your face kind of funny, which may or may not be funny for everyone. I mean, obviously that's how comedy works generally. Not everyone's gonna find everything humorous, but generally speaking, it's very Double Fine about. If you play the Double Fine game and you notice the kind of jokes they do, that's the kind of jokes they do in this game as well. So, okay, anyway, we talked about the keep. There's a second keep. I'll show you that as well. There's different people there. So this is a bit of a role reversal here. And these are the kids. So you can see their kids. Those guys don't have kids yet, I think. Might as well give them, anytime you see the plus, you go there, be like, oh, hello, there you go. And I think that these ones didn't have any children yet. Yeah, they just got married. So that's fine. This is where they train. And this is our trainer, and because of her level, which is whatever it is, 1.5 to 2 and a bit, she gives 0.047 experience to all the trainees every day. And since days pass quite rapidly, then it's actually quite a lot of XP. So, but the way this works again is I'm guessing here a little bit because the heroes die. There's a lot of time goes by quite fast. So this is only 1 hour in the game, and it's 22 years later. So, and the heroes live kind of like humans live. Well, maybe they used to live. Like they die about around age 62, 66, 70, which means that unless you have several crucibles with really good teachers, you won't actually be able to unlock even half of the tech tree that you could potentially. Because I only have one, I've only got to unlock one of the things, and then they kind of die either old age or in battle, etc., etc. So that's something to keep in mind. That's something that is probably different or very different from XCOM, unlike some of the things that are so similar. And this is these are sage rights who are doing the thinking. You can see they have scrolls in their backpacks, little pens and pencils, and a giant book and sacks of either money or manure, I don't know. So, and then some of them, oh no, none of them died yet because this is early in the game. Right, so let's wait for the time to pass. It's gonna start up. Hopefully there's not gonna be any battles. Kid is born there. They're very fertile, those guys. The vials are ready, and now what are we gonna do is I can show you how I'll build another keep, just to show you how the whole appointment of the regents works, and then you give them a wife or a husband or whatever, a partner. They're basically there for breeding. Let's put it. It's just what it is. You breed heroes. So, and this is their breeding place. You can't build if you have something in a region, so you have to build somewhere else. It doesn't necessarily matter. I guess, like this one is already being panicked, so if any attack happens here, I'll be more likely to let it go, because I have no investment in that land. So let's say we put one, I don't know, here. Yeah, there's going to be a keep here. It's going to take 6 years to build, and so we have to spend the time. Another difference with XCOM that I just I recall exists in this game is your heroes, let's go look at them, are pretty fine for you, sort of. I guess they're to a certain degree random. Man, we don't have that many hunters, do we? We're not. Nah. Anyway, so their names, they come from the family, so you can tell by their sigil that they're from that family, etc., etc. But you can't change them in any way. So you can't customize them, personalize them, call them the names of your siblings, your friends, your grandmother, or your teddy bear or something. Something. What XCOM does so well is that you give them names of people you either love or hate, and then you have additional emotional attachment to your characters, which is absent from this game, at least at this stage of development. Again, this is in beta, in early access, etc. Things may change, blah 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 blah. But as the things stand now, you don't have that. Right. So let's actually spend this time. Hopefully we're gonna get attacked, because I'm gonna ignore that. I think I can ignore it. Oh. And there's random events, of course. So this part of the game is a bit more like sort of FTL-ish, I guess. You get random events, and they happen to either a place or, I think, mostly people. So this is your Caberjack level 2, Elise Greymorn. I think this is the one we were using in the last mission. No, it wasn't, because there was a different timeline. Never mind. Miss Greymorn is that one. So, she reports that an old mentor and renowned bear fighter, Jack the Walrus Greymorn, of the same name, okay, has refused to evacuate his home even with the corruption of his doorstep, on his doorstep. Apparently it has something to do with pride and not wanting to run away from a battle. With your blessing, Elise would like to go out there and bring him to the capital. So, and you have usually have like you can have up to 4 choices. 2 is the least I've seen, to be honest. It's usually 3. So in this case, we can either allow her to go and reason with the walrus, or let him do what he wants. Let's try and save walrus. And she'll be gone for 4 years, apparently. Oh, so we lost an active hero, but she may come back with that guy, and he possibly could join us, something like that. Oh, see, so Standard has died. Another good mechanic to show off in the video. And we have to choose a new one. So the higher the level of the person you choose, the better the teaching is gonna go. You can actually tell the difference right this screen right here. So if you choose level 1 character, they will only get this amount of XP every day. If you choose a level 2 character, they get a bit more. If you choose the best one you have, they get even more. So ideally, it's always a bargain. It's a cool system. So you gain more XP for everyone, but you lose this character that may have won you a battle, for example, which we're going to do. And now their little flags are going to appear behind her back. Yeah, there you go. So she's serving as that. Also, when these guys die, you need to appoint new ones, and they're also for life. You can't take them away. I wonder if this one's for life. It could be for life. Can we take her out? Cancel. No, I don't think you can cancel, to be honest. So let's wait for the keep and do a thing. Kenneth has breached our defense and is attempting to overthrow our keep. Deploy your heroes. Okay. That is not necessarily what I have never actually done a keep defense. So this could be a bit more context sensitive in terms of where the action is happening. So we may get to see the keep up close. Let's see if that is... She wishes to ignore this threat to your kingdom. This keep will fail if we fail to defend it. Wait, which one am I choosing now? Oh wait. Oh, it's over here, not that one. That's not a keep though. That's a crucible. This is a keep. That's what I was thinking. Okay, let's see if we can actually see it. And this is the way you deploy, kind of very XCOM-like again. The way you deploy your heroes, you choose the ones from here. This is lower level, but it's a hunter, so that's good. I feel like I lost a hunter somewhere. Oh well. Do we have it? Okay, we have one caberjack, and let's get more alchemists here. We're probably not going to fight this battle. We're just going to take a look if the keep looks the way it should.
There's a stillness to the air.
Okay, so yeah, we are kind of in the keep, so
The world is taking a deep breath.
that makes sense.
Now knock the wind out of them.
Okay. Unfortunately, the one thing that is absent from the game is to withdraw and be like, nah, never mind, I don't want to do it. But I don't think we can actually, if there's any way of doing that. Other than just letting all your heroes die. Which can be arranged. Let's actually do that. No, then we won't be able to assign any new heroes to the keep we're building. Okay, let me just figure this out. Another thing worth mentioning is the janky camera that takes the controls away from you, kind of nudges you back and forth, just like in XCOM, which is weird. Like, you would think that people take the best things from XCOM, not really the worst things, but unfortunately it doesn't really work that way. Oh wait, we had another person there? Oh, she's actually an active, that's pretty cool. So she's the sergeant woman, and she is actually an active participant in the battle, and she's probably gonna die because I didn't realize we had her. That's unfortunate. And also she's probably gonna get, at the very least she's gonna get dumber from the lapse attack. Oh well. I'm probably not gonna do this on camera. I'm gonna finish this off and then continue with the video. Oh, this guy, by the way, he explodes and does damage, and then plus this thing is corrosive, so you can stand there, you get extra damage from it. And I think she's not gonna make it, but we'll try. Okay, I think we successfully defended the keep. We unfortunately lost the sergeant, so that's a bit sad. But if this lands, I think we should... There we go. Should be good. Still took more damage, but that's... I believe that's it. Yeah, there we go. And this is our
They may not be
victory screen.
but you still got your team out.
Always something to be proud of.
Right, so we'll have to actually appoint a new sergeant.
A hero's death isn't something to be happy about.
There we go.
But
Age of 25 as well.
Heroes that are particularly skilled at the time of their passing will have relics to their name that can be passed on to another for life.
But only to heroes of the same house.
These sacred heirlooms are powerful monuments to their bloodlines, and will only grow in strength as they are passed down the line.
That's an interesting that's an interesting mechanic. Our the legend of Kusra bloodline relics baptize our champions active heroes. Okay. So you have to give it to her brothers or sisters, something like that. So the will of la la. Yeah, let's get the best one we can, I guess. Confirm. Yeah. And it should appear somewhere here, yeah. Level 1 thrower relic. Okay, confirm. Yes. Okay, so her brother took her position and is going to continue training people. Which is cool. Now we can finally, probably, the game is going to let us finish. Oh, the Walrus situation has resolved. So Alice Greymorn appealed to Jack Warrior's spirit and reminded him that a tactical retreat is not the same as running away. A horse always rears back before striking with its tusks. After the metaphor was explained to him, Jack agreed, and his thanks taught Greymorn a new technique on the way back to the Citadel. Greymorn has returned and gained the might of the Walrus personality. Cool stuff. Okay, let's finally build this keep. There it is. And now we have to appoint someone to be the regent. So we have the famous Totsis family. They're already regents. They don't really need to be regents anymore. And what we really need here is someone who is very fertile. Unfortunately, the only fertile people we have, the only highly fertile people we have, are the Totsis or the Let's do this family members. Which is kind of but you don't have to do that. You don't have to give it to them necessarily. Like we can choose. I'm not gonna give a hunter because we're gonna lose that. We need some caberjacks to because we don't really need caberjacks. Blanca White Wolf. There you go. Well, no, wait, she's infertile. No, sorry, Blanca. And this is a hunter. Average fertility. Caberjack. Level 2. Whatever your family. Greymorn. Oh, this is the one with the gift. No. Jesus, we can't do that. Okay, why don't it just kicked me out of there. Alright, let's come up with something to research or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna research this armor, whatever. Wait, what? Yes, research the armor. No, yes, armor. Yes, confirm. Okay, let me out. Okay, now keep. There's no one in it. Alright. I guess we'll have to give it to these guys. I don't know. Yeah, whatever, fine. Alchemist level 2, there you go, the 18-year-old is gonna take it. It's gonna be the regent. His family is just gonna rule the country, isn't it? No, I don't want it to go to Blanca. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now is the partner giving bit. So as you can see, if we can actually give him a male partner, which will have 0 children, as with Blanca, because she's infertile. This guy's fertile, but he's a guy. So let's do this. So there you go, his partner. We have the first gay regent and partner in history of Massive Chalice. Well, probably I'm sure people have done it before, but you can do it, which is pretty cool. I like that. That's an option. If you don't want any kids and you want some dudes ruling over this country, you can actually adopt children, and you can. Well, that's what you can do. Wait, so we can give them a give the gay parents a child. I was gonna say gay child. I'm not sure the child's gonna be gay necessarily. Right. So let's cancel this. That's what we can do. I go to research, then go to heroes, adopt. Let's give him a wonderful baby girl. Confirm, and then we wait for the time to pass. Sage rights die like all the time. It's a bit annoying. We actually have to find. There you go. Intuition 1 caberjack is what you need, really. Oh wait, that didn't work. Yes, okay. Just let me do this. Let me adopt this child, or let them adopt this child. I hope there's not gonna be an attack.
A ruler's work is never done.
We wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't important.
Oh, I know what this is. We're gonna recruit her. This is just some old lady being like, "Oh, I have a piece of the chalice," and you basically ask her to come join you, and she does, which is cool. So we get an extra person. So that random event actually has happened to me before. Right. So we're almost there. 150 days later, we should be able to. A heroic baby girl attuned to the chalice has been found. Now we determine who takes care of that child, and it's gonna be the gay couple. So they get the child. There you go. And she's also gonna be of that. This family is gonna be my ruin because they're too powerful, and I made them that way. Anyway, so they can also have a kid, even though they can't give birth because they're both men. So that's done. That's pretty much all the information I can share about this game is this. Keep in mind one more thing, that when I first installed the game and started playing it, it crashed very, very hard on me, and to a degree where I couldn't launch the game again. And I reinstalled it, still didn't work, and I then found some executable that was like non-Steam version, played that crashed, and then somehow it just started working. So I did waste like an hour trying to just passing the tutorial mission over and over again and trying to make the game work. And it did in the end, as you can see, if you're watching this video, it kind of worked. So, Massive Chalice. It's very much like XCOM. It's still kind of cool. Has enough things different to be interesting. There's stuff that, like, good things from XCOM that it didn't take. There's some bad things from the XCOM that it did, etc. Probably, you know, your taste, your mileage, and your taste will differ. So it's the kind of game where it's like, there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. It doesn't seem to me like it's super exciting. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. I would like to see the finished version and see if it's any different, etc. I wish they didn't try to be funny in the way they are trying to be funny, but that's okay. That's cool. This is, I think, right now £23 or $30, something like that, on Steam. There should be a link in the description if you decide to purchase it. Thank you very much for watching. And if you did enjoy the video, please consider supporting in any way you can. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.